Hey, this is Matthew.
And I'm Vinny.
And we're back for some more wrestling figure goodness, continuing to look at the WWE Mattel Retro figures. This is Series 2, which you can find at your local Walmart or ringsidecollectibles.com. So far, we looked at The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we gave him seal of approval.
Yep.
And today, we're going to look at Mankind.
Who was another pivotal figure in their Attitude Era.
And surprisingly, he never got a figure from back in the day. His first figure was, I guess, Jack Specific as Mankind, as the brown suit Mankind, but no Cactus Jack figure from WCW. He really wasn't relevant in WWF at the time.
No.
When they had that license. So it's cool to actually finally get a Mick in this style.
Yeah.
So there he is, very buff. But we'll talk about that in a second. But just to show you guys the packaging again. This is how it looks. And why don't we take out that? We should just leave it up here. We always forget to do that.
Yeah, but I think at this point we're going to keep it here.
So that's Mr. Perfect, of course. This is the original packaging for the classic real figures. And again, same size.
Same size, same style, same cut. So...
I'll show the back just because why not. Again, full color is the difference here, and more instructions and a bio.
And a bio, yes.
Which we do miss.
Yep.
Real cool thing though I just noticed about this Mankind though is that it actually, even that photo, that's like from probably 98,
99, yeah, when he was like pseudo corporation and whatnot, trying to get on Vince McMahon's good side.
Yeah.
Which ultimately failed.
Of course it did. So Mankind here has the same feature as Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is
the clothesline action.
Traditionally we've seen as a clothesline. Here they're calling it again the mandible claw. It's the third figure in a row they're naming things that they're finishers when it's not, but this might actually count as it because it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Probably the closest of any of the figures, in fact, that we have, except for maybe Triple H. But we don't have Triple H because meh. So we'll get Mr. Perfect out of the way for a second there, and let's go ahead. I'm gonna tear him out this time because I want my chance to rip them open.
Go right ahead.
I like how they have like little speed holes in the bottom. It's like they have little air holes to breathe.
Yes,
I think
that
just
was one other feature which we did not mention. The air holes, which I'm wondering still why.
I think it's for the plastic smell. Probably to have it air out and not be a speed when you open it.
True.
Maybe it's like for racing, or you throw it like a frisbee and it makes a nice whiffle noise.
We could try that with the next figure.
Oh, it makes sense for that one. That's a tease.
Yep, we're not mentioning anything else.
I'm trying to open this really polite like Vinny has in the last few episodes, but I'm failing horribly.
Yeah, again, that was the only problem with these figures. Once you open them, that is it.
I thought I had it and then I made it worse. So it's fitting for Mankind.
That is true, he was a mess.
Yeah, so let's...
But this figure, quite honestly, is not that much of a mess.
No, let's take a look at him. So... Again, this is a very buff Mankind. I don't think Mick Foley's ever been this buff in his entire life.
You know the best way I could put it in terms of Hasbro? Look at how buff they made Ric Flair in the Hasbro style.
Oh, that was one of the worst figures too.
Yeah, he was like super ripped and everything, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. And look at the...
Just to use Rick Rude's mold.
Yeah. See how vascular he is. So that's Mankind. The mask does not come off. A lot of the Mattel ones, the mask actually does come off. It doesn't in this case. But still looks really cool. Yeah. It's definitely Mick Foley's face.
Definitely. That, I will say, is the one great thing about Mattel doing these figures. The facial features are pretty spot on.
His head is articulated, but doesn't move a ton because he's got a lot of hair and he's got a shirt in the way, but it does move. He has the waist because, of course, he's got that clothesline feature, so the waist moves, but only spring action. The left arm goes up and down, and the right arm again can actually turn a little bit and has the bicep, but that's it. It's still more than most other ones.
It's true. And the same thing, the bicep curl does fall in line with how Hasbro also did their clothesline actions.
Yes. So and again, here's his butt too. So it's got a nice classic brown outfit, which he did wear as well underneath the corporate shirt.
Now the only thing is the shirt is a little too neat, for my opinion. Which we've actually seen in the old Hasbro line, a clothesline action with the ripped shirt in The Undertaker, and they did a pretty good job molding that shirt. This is where I think Mattel could have done a little bit better to capture the look of Mankind or Mick Foley.
A little more messy shirt, so you want more tatters on the bottom pretty much.
Yeah, and even on the side, because same thing, I know they're trying to preserve the articulation, but The Undertaker had that tattered shirt on the on his shoulders, and Hasbro back in the day was able to keep that articulation.
Yeah, that's true. They basically molded it on to the arms. So
Correct.
I think it's a cost-saving thing here that they don't want to do that because then they'd have to make new arms.
True.
Because this is basically, we'll get out Stone Cold so you guys can see. It is the exact same arm. The difference is they painted a wristband on Austin, but it's identical. They're the same arm.
And they gave Mankind a different hand.
Yeah, that's the one only difference of this is that Mankind obviously has his mandible claw hand, whereas Austin has a closed fist. So that's the one major difference. But now, of course, the big key is testing out how the action feature is. So this is supposed to be the mandible claw, and it's close enough that I think we can call it that.
Yeah, because he does have his fingers set up to deliver the mandible claw.
Yeah, so I mean, and you can still do it pretty easily. Just there you go, mandible claw. But of course, it's a clothesline feature. So Vinny, how about let's get our standee in, our good friend, the Super 7 alien. Let's see how far the alien can go. Swing and a miss. There we go. Right,
there you go.
Let's try to
Not
get
too
maybe.
bad.
Yeah, not too. I think try and get it. If I can get him standing up. There we go. That should do it. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, pretty good.
Not so bad.
I think.
But I think what's happening now, we're gonna go back to now the shirt. The way they did the shirt again is actually slowing down.
Let's compare it. In fact, let's show.
Let's compare.
I got mine all the way back. So it seems. I think there's similar speeds.
Similar speeds.
I think what's different is actually that he has the open hand, and that's reducing airspeed.
But if you actually look, it is getting caught, the shirt, on. Because the shirt is actually a soft rubber. It's not a hard plastic.
So let's turn him around. You can show him that. So that's actually the base of the shirt is what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's getting caught on his hip.
You could even see how I could even take it off to a certain extent.
Yeah, why don't you pull his arm and let's show him just like what it's getting caught on.
You could tell it's getting caught on his hip. Both the front and the back of the shirt.
So that's slowing him down.
Yep.
Making it not as powerful as we've seen in Austin's.
Because Austin sent
that alien flying.
Yep. So let's try one more time just to double check. Again, it's
not
still
quite as much.
not as hard. So
still pretty good, but not as
still
hard.
Pretty
still
good. And now that we're doing this, I'm gonna admit it's kind of underwhelming compared to the first two that we looked at.
In fact, I'll bring them out here just so we can all look at all three of them together that we have from what we've done in Series 2 so far. I mean, Mankind's one of my favorites, but I think the figure itself, it's so muscular, it's just kind of wrong. Hasbro would not have recycled that mold. They would have made something new for him.
No, they would have done something, or who knows, if Hasbro was recycling the mold, they would have recycled the Undertaker mold.
Probably, that would have actually fit his arms better.
Yeah.
The problem was, unfortunately, he's got gloves on, so they can't really recycle it in that case. So.
True, good point. But then again, they could have recycled.
It could have, should have.
Yeah.
They probably should have done something different, because even the upper body, it's just so buff, and it's not him. But it's the same body as Austin. They just put a shirt on it.
Yeah, this is where, unfortunately, cost cutting actually hurt Mattel. Yeah, I was actually looking forward to this Mankind, but now looking at it, it's...
I mean, I still like it. It's a good figure.
It's a good figure. It still looks good. It's just the action feature kind of underwhelms.
But if you're a collector, you're not going to really worry about it too much, I guess.
No. Especially if you're gonna keep it in package, you're not gonna really worry.
But if you're actually gonna play with it, well, I think he's gonna job.
Yep.
So there you go. That's our look at Mankind from WWE Mattel Retro Series 2. You can find them at Walmart's or ringsidecollectibles.com. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Vinny.
And we'll see you guys next time for some more wrestling figure goodness. Goodbye.